When you think of futuristic cities, you may immediately think of Saudi Arabia's 100-mile-long city called The Line. But have you ever heard of the futuristic circular crypto city in the Caribbean? It will have everything you'd expect from a future smart city, except here it is all centered around Bitcoin. If that doesn't sound crazy enough, the whole city is going to be powered by a massive volcano that sits right next to it. Today we will explore this insane mega project. Stay with us till the end to know all the incredible details that make this idea so fascinating. Crypto cities are a relatively new idea, and they have many different connotations. The most typical definition is that of a city that makes use of cryptography methods to accomplish various objectives. For instance, using blockchain technology to increase government transparency and citizen involvement. The fundamental concept of a Bitcoin city is to use cryptocurrency sales profits to support a city, along with locally supplied energy to mine Bitcoins, and to attract international investment to the area. The president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, has presented plans for a metropolis that would be financed by cryptocurrencies and will be built at the base of a volcano in the country's southern coastal region. It is planned to be constructed on the Gulf of Fonseca in the region of La Union, not too far from the border with Honduras. The proposed city would be financed by the sale of Bitcoin bonds and function on geothermal energy from the nearby Conchagua volcano. The city was first announced during the Latin American Bitcoin and Blockchain Conference in 2021, and it is a part of Bukele's ongoing adoption of Bitcoin. Last year, El Salvador became the world's first country to make cryptocurrency its official currency. As if the shift in currency wasn't groundbreaking enough, the president now plans to double down on his crypto gamble with this new Bitcoin city. To finance the city, El Salvador intends on issuing a $1 billion bond that will be invested in acquiring more Bitcoin and building the city's infrastructure. Public debt payments would be secured with Bitcoin instead of a fiat currency. The El Salvadorian government made its biggest Bitcoin purchase to date in May 2022, purchasing 500 Bitcoins at an average cost of $30,744. The news came in as Bitcoin plummeted more than 50% from its all-time highs. Bloomberg agency estimated that El Salvador had acquired 2,300 Bitcoins in 2021, and today these tokens have a total value of $74 million, a significant reduction from the $103 million Bukele paid for them. The Caribbean country is not in a position to take on more Bitcoin-related expenses due to fears of debt default. Not just crypto, other investments are also suffering, and there's no easy way to recover the losses. An unbelievable $13 trillion was wiped from the stock market this year, and it is more than the GDP of Japan, Germany, and the UK combined. With stocks and crypto taking such heavy losses, the problem extends beyond just El Salvador. According to CNN, 72% of economists think a recession will hit the US next year. With stocks still suffering, investors are changing their strategy to prepare and investing in alternative assets like gold, real estate, and art. The New York Times says, when stock markets take a dive, people look to invest in art. Not to mention art had an average yearly appreciation of 33% the last time inflation was this high, according to Masterworks All Art Index. Masterworks offers shares in these multi-million-dollar artworks, and to date they've sold 5 paintings with an average net return of 26.8% to investors, even as the stock market is having its worst start in 50 years. Masterworks is flooded with demand as people are looking to diversify, so there is a wait list, but you can skip it just by clicking the link in the description for priority access. El Salvador's aspirations to build an expensive Bitcoin city is questionable, yet it would be interesting to see how this city will be constructed. In collaboration with Blockstream, a provider of digital assets infrastructure, El Salvador will issue a $1 billion bond to raise funds necessary to complete the development of Bitcoin City. After the bonds have been sold all over the world, $500 million will be used to buy cryptocurrencies, and another $500 million will be used to plan and build the city's infrastructure for mining and producing Bitcoin. The Bitcoin City would be powered by geothermal energy from the volcano, which would also be used to mine Bitcoin. Bitcoin mining is a very energy-intensive operation, therefore the city would be consuming a considerable amount of geothermal energy to function. The volcano serves as a steady supply of heat during this operation, which produces almost no emissions. It is entirely pure and renewable. It may take 5 to 7 years to mine sufficient geothermal energy required for this project. In the case of the Conchagua volcano, the first phases are underway or have been already carried out. In June, President Bukele announced that engineers have already dug a well with 95 megawatts of geothermal capacity at the site. It will likely take at least another 2 to 3 years before the plant can start generating electricity to be used for a Bitcoin mining hub around it. Although geothermal power is easier to operate, it has very long lead times. Also, it is about 25% more expensive to produce than solar, and about 82% more expensive than onshore wind. Basically, geothermal power is 5 times more expensive to develop and 3 times more time-consuming, but it can produce 5 times the energy of solar, and more than twice that of wind power. Although this way of making energy has been done on a small scale elsewhere, getting it to work at a citywide level will be a significant challenge. With that being said, now let's dive into the different features of the proposed Bitcoin City and how its residents will benefit. This crypto city is circular in shape, taking its form from the shape of a Bitcoin. It was designed by renowned Mexican architect Fernando Romero, the founder of architecture studio Free. In May 2022, President Bukele revealed a golden model for the city in a tweet alongside the caption, "Bitcoin City is coming along beautifully." The golden model shows a concentric city that radiates out from a central plaza marked with the Bitcoin logo. Bukele also revealed images of several landmark buildings that would be built in plazas, and images of commercial and residential areas, as well as a rounded airport. Bukele also shared a number of realistic renders to reassure people that the city will not be entirely gold, despite the fact that the model was a golden hue. He also revealed that a massive circular viewpoint would be built at the top of the volcano. He explained, "The actual city will be mostly green and blue, with a beautiful lookout in the volcano." The city would also boast zero carbon emissions, as it will not be powered using fossil fuel energy. With this new mega project, El Salvador seeks to create a smart city fully based on the use of Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency, and this city will be free from most taxes. The president has given out a statement that there will be no income tax, no procurement tax, and no city tax. The only taxes that they will have in is VAT. Half will be used to pay the municipality's bonds and the rest for the public infrastructure and maintenance of the city. One of the most criticized points of the Bitcoin City project is its funding. Cities all across the world rely on a variety of taxes, including property taxes with variable rates and fiat-based state debt, to support their functions. President Bukele has stated that he wants to replace the city's dependency on tax revenue with the extra money that the cryptocurrency will produce. The performance of the old Salvadorian bonds has actually declined as a result of this technique, which is currently not endorsed by any international financial institutions. El Salvador's plan to establish a crypto city comes amidst fears of default, as credit rating agencies have raised concerns about whether the country will be able to meet its debt repayment. With the cost of El Salvador's sovereign debt collapsing in April 2022, government bonds are now trading at 40% of their original value, as investors start to doubt whether the country can meet its next debt payment in January 2023. On top of that, many Salvadorians simply don't know how to use cryptocurrency correctly or feel like it's been forced on them. Only 20% of El Salvador's populace is reportedly still using the Shivo Wallet app, which the government created for daily cryptocurrency transactions. Despite this, President Bukele is determined to move ahead with the Bitcoin City project. Perhaps in the future, other volcanic nations in need of innovative ways to produce sustainable energy will turn to El Salvador for guidance. We'll just have to wait and see if this city will come into fruition. What are your thoughts on this mega project? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.